Okay, awesome, awesome. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to this emergency team Zoom. We got some very important things to go over this morning. Some of you are going to be hearing some information for the first time. Some of you, it will not be your first time, but it's going to serve as a directive to some things that directions you should be moving in a way to help you to move yourself and move other people around you. So grab a pen because the paper never forgets. There's some things I want you to do that I don't want you to try to leave it up to your mind to to remember. Okay, so write it down on a piece of paper. So let's get started. Last night I shared a very important video into the group from my awesome, close millionaire, mentor, friend, industry leader, Cedric Harris. I need you to watch that video. I need you to watch the video. In the video, he is he's talking about some of the things that are coming up in the financial landscape of our country and even the world that has the potential to affect a lot of people in a negative way, but it doesn't have to affect everyone in a negative way. And so I have been putting out posts over the last few months, and being in personal development, and some of you in my coaching programs, we always talk about being able to having the understanding that you can create your own economy. You can live in God's economy, and you don't have to buy into what the media says. But we know that the masses of people buy into what the media says, and the masses of people go the way that what the government tells them, doom and gloom. Oh my goodness, Chicken Little, the sky is falling and everything is going to be bad. It's going to be bad for me too. Well, understand that even in the Depression, people got rich. Yeah, a lot of people were jumping out of windows and losing fortunes, but money doesn't ever get lost. It just exchanges hands. I want you to know that money exchanges hands. So like when there's somebody is losing, somebody else on the other side is gaining. And so I want you to understand that even as you hear the term recession, understand you don't have to participate in it, and that your mindset should be that though there may be some numbers in the world economy that looks like a recession is upon the world, you can still come out on top. And it is your goal and it is your aim to still prosper despite whatever is going on. But if you have a goal of still prospering despite what's happening, you can't go the way of the masses. You've got to be strategic and you've got to have a plan. And so, you know how we say if you knew how to be a millionaire, right? You would already be one. So if there's a place that you want to go that you haven't gotten yet, the best way to get there is to find someone else who has achieved it, find someone else who has gotten there, find someone else with a proven track record and allow them to help you. Find out the moves they're making, find out what they're doing, find out how they are thinking, and then move with the direction of that person. Now, a lot of times you don't find people who have made it, who have arrived, who have done great things, with multiple seven-figure earners who open up and say, hey, let me teach you almost for free. Let me show you how to move in this direction. So when that comes to you, you need to not take it for granted and really see it as a blessing. And so the video that I shared that you must watch from Cedric Harris, those of you who don't know Cedric became a millionaire in the mortgage industry in his late 20s. Then he was introduced to network marketing, and he's been able to learn that industry to become a multimillionaire business person, not just in network marketing, but in business and investments and in precious metals and other things, okay? And so remember, you need to be a copycat, find a good cat to follow and then copy that person. Find someone who's achieved the things that you want to achieve. And if that person is willing to allow you into the circle and share some things with you, really, whether you for free or whether it's paid, because sometimes it's worth oftentimes it's worth investing your money, but we're not talking about that right now. But you want to get the information. Yes, knowledge is power, and applied knowledge is where the real power is. And so I'm excited that we have now hooked up our team, the BITS group, Billionaires in Training. We are collaborating with TTO Wealth Builders. That is Team Takeover. TTO stands for, write that down for those of you who don't know, Team Takeover. That is Cedric's team name. Why TTO? Because he said, look, everything that we touch, any program we enter into, we take it over. So TTO. So the BIT group, Billionaires in Training, is partnered with Cedric's team, which we're now a part of, TTO Wealth Builders. So I made a video yesterday and I shared with you all that in our group, in our big group on Facebook, we're not just going to be talking about wellness and be aligned with our wellness company. Yes, our health is our first wealth. Never forget that. We're always going to be giving tips and having our products and all of that, because our health is our first wealth. But you've got to, in that I want to help you to reach your financial goals. Some of you all are not, don't want to build up a huge team. And in network marketing, if you want that freedom-filled income, like you got to build a team, right? And some of you all just don't want to do it. Some of you haven't developed the aptitude skill set yet to do it, and you're not positioning yourself to learn, and that's okay. But we still want to help you to reach your result, right? So there's more than one way to skin a cat. So I can't just say, oh, well, the only way this person's going to make $100,000 a year, they got to be a big super networker and have a big super team. Well, maybe that's not the way that you are moving and flowing. So there still are other ways of you achieving your big financial goal. And you need to be introduced to the other ways of wealth building outside of just having $15,000 a month of residual income from a product company. So being that we are billionaires in training, that lets you know where our mindsets are. Our health is our greatest wealth. But then you've heard me say, don't just have your body well and your bank account be sick, get financial healing too. And so we're leveraging the expertise of the awesome multimillionaire Cedric Harris to bring us into this platform where there's going to be a greater offering of wealth building opportunities for us. They're not all going to be network marketing. The majority of them, you probably would do even well if you didn't tap into the network marketing side. It doesn't matter. That's an option. Network marketing is wonderful for residual income, to make really good extra money, or to make life-changing income if you cultivate those skill sets, right? But even if you don't do the network marketing, there are plenty of sound opportunities here, but you got to understand the sound part, because there are plenty of things that are scams. I know people who have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars over the last few months and years to Ponzi's, to scams, to 1, 2, 3% a day programs where people have run away with the money. And Cedric has seen the same thing. And so Cedric said, okay, stop the madness. People have to be able to discern between what's real and what's fake. There's a lot of noise out here in the marketplace, and you probably know people, maybe you've been involved in some things where, you know, you put out money, they promise to return a certain amount, and then somebody runs away with it or whatever. So Cedric was like, look, Boomy, you, of course, you know, my name has never been attached to any of those things. I know how to vet programs. I know how to check them out. And so he started a group called TTO Wealth Builders. So it's a group on Facebook, right? And anything that's in this group and anything that Cedric shares, hey, this is something good that will be in the big group and TTO Wealth Builders group. It's something that you can know that has been vetted, that's been checked out. Now, all investments come with risk. No denying that. All investments come with risk. And we have to always give the disclaimer, past performance is no indicator of future results, right? But at least you know that if you're investing in something sound like real estate, every real estate deal doesn't always pan out, but it's real, it's a real asset, right? Same thing. We know that the stock market is real, cryptocurrency is real. You may not always get involved with the right people if you don't know how to vet things, or you may get involved with a project that you thought was real and now they're telling you, oh, you can't cash in your coins, you're going to have to wait. So that is a clue that that wasn't something you should have touched. But when you have someone who has the experience, who can vet things, who, like Cedric, owns a cryptocurrency education company, then at least you have like an expert in the industry checking things out for you. So I'm saying all this because over the last probably year, you've heard me say, like when you sell and drink to shrink, sell your drink to shrink, take your money and don't just go spend it, take it and then invest it. Take it and have your money to make more money. This is one of, did I post this in the group? I don't know if I posted this in the group. I'm gonna post it today. There's a video that says like the 15 things that billionaires teach their kids that average people don't. And one of the things in there is you don't take your profit and spend it. You take your profit and you purchase assets. You take your money that you create and have it to make more money. And then you buy the car, then you buy the home or whatever from the gains of that asset that's producing profit for you. So some of these concepts are new. Some of these concepts you may have heard of, but you were not applying to your life. But if in this day and time, guys, you're serious about wealth building and you're serious about asset accumulation, as you should be, now is the time to start doing some of the things with your finances that you were not doing before. Now is the time. If not now, when? If not now, when? And as we learn these things, you must take it down generationally. This is not about one network marketing company. If you hear us talking about a network marketing company, it's not about you being so sold out for this one company that you live and die and breathe with this company. That's not what it's about. It is about using or leveraging the opportunity that that company gives you now in that moment to create more money for your family in these moments, and then be able to take that money and leverage that to more. Take that money and purchase the asset of precious metals. Purchase the assets of real estate. Take that money and purchase digital assets. Now, everything that is going to be shared with you, you got options. So you get to decide if it's something that you take advantage of or not. It doesn't mean that you have to, but it's something that would be, most of them will be prudent for you too, but everybody can't do everything. And it's just know that it's going to be, you will have options. Okay. And so in our big group, you're going to be hearing us talk about more things. We'll be continuing to talk about the wellness, but then we're going to be talking about finance as well, asset accumulation, and money, because you got to learn to know more about money. Most of us as a people, most of us as the socioeconomic class, most people don't know about money and how money works. But you got to learn these things if you want to prosper, because when you get the money, you got to know how to keep the money. Because even if you won the lottery tomorrow, if you didn't have financial literacy, chances are somebody else in 12 months would have that money and your family wouldn't, because you didn't know what to do with it. So I'm excited about the collaboration with TTO Wealth Builders. Let me talk some more specifically about that, because some of you, this is new to you, and some of you all have heard about this and you've already made this connection. Now, to get into the TTO Wealth Builders group on Facebook, to come through the door, you have to be a part of a precious metals accumulation program called Quicksilver. It's simple, it's easy to join. If you saw me holding all that silver in my hand, the amount of silver that I had in my hand, I actually won. Yes, I purchased silver every single month as a part of my wealth building portfolio. Learned about it in 2005 when I was told to get into gold back then, when it had sprung up to 800, never did it. Now gold's at 1800. So here I am, 17 years later, and I said, if I don't do this, I'm gonna kick myself now. So now I get at the minimum of 10 1 ounce silver bullion coins to my door every single month, one for each child and one for each grandchild. So 5 kids, 5 grandkids. So this is what part of what I'm doing for my wealth building for the next generation. So, but to get access to TTO Wealth Builders, you need to be a part of Quicksilver, okay? Because at the minimum, you need to have the asset of silver in your hands. It's inexpensive. It says God ain't making no more of it. And in these times where inflation is on the rise and the value of the dollar is going down, and for some other reasons, it's a really good time to get into the precious metals space. And many people over the years have used precious metals for wealth building for their family. So something you need to know about. So get with the person who is your sponsor. Ask them to tell you more about it, because you want to get access to this group. So getting access to TTO Wealth Builders is going to help you to get silver in your hand. It's also going to help you in time to be exposed to the other wealth building offerings that you will have options to participate in. And then it's also going to bring you close to some of the most amazing training that you need to hear, that if you were to apply it, it's going to put you in a better place. Because you will be a part of this community, Cedric does a training every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern that is going to be an extreme amount of value for you. If you miss it, he'll email you out the recording, but it'll be business building training, network marketing training, mindset training, money training. It's all very, very valuable. Okay. So now I want to talk about some things that those of you who are not already a part of our collaboration with TTO Wealth Builders, I still want you all to listen into this, because this is important. Now, we are about to launch off a marketing system. Many of you have been in network marketing, but you've never employed technology to really help you. I've told many of you, use StreamYard so that you can be one place and then it's live, you're live in 6 different places. I've talked to you about using maybe like a email blast system or something like that, so you can build yourself an email list and put it out to a lot of people. So some of you have kind of stayed stagnant because you haven't let technology serve you. Marketers allow technology to serve them. So one of the things that we have for you as a part of TTO Wealth Builders is access to a marketing system that's going to be very robust. It launches off tonight. Is there a cost? Absolutely. This is business, but it's a tax write-off, but it's only going to be $24.95, but it's going to pay you back way more than that if you use it. So besides in the marketing system being all of the top-notch training that you'll be able to get from Cedric on business building, on money, on marketing, and all that, it's going to give you access to learning how to do things like run solo ads. You might not know what that is, but that's a type of ads to get you leads. Email blast marketing. Another system called, what's the other thing I wrote down? A mailbox power is teaching you different strategies of how to reach out to 3,000 people a day with your offering. Many of you have not made a lot of sales and didn't regularly sponsor people because you didn't get your message out. So this marketing system is going to allow you to learn how to get your message out and get the message out for you, and use automation, right? Automation, like you don't have to sit down and type out the email, but use automation so that it automatically goes out to 3,000 people a day or whatever. So the numbers will be in your favor. So automation and funnels that you don't have to create, that have already been created for you, are going to be a big part of this marketing system. So as it's released to you tonight, know that what is released as is still going to be built out more and more and more. Now, so that's one thing I wanted to tell you. Get the marketing system. Use the marketing system to build your business. You're going to use it. It's going to show you how to reach out to people, sharing with them about precious metals with Quicksilver. And then when that person is your lead, you can use that lead for whatever else that you want to use it for. You got your wellness business. You want to tell them about that. If somebody's on here as a wellness business, but then she sells wraps and not wraps or whatever the thing, the body contouring, you can use it for that. A lead is a lead is a lead, but you got to know how to bring the leads in. Okay. So it's going to be building an income stream for you with the Quicksilver business. But remember also, then you have the lead, you can do what you want to with it. And let me tell you guys something really about Quicksilver. I love it because it's your auto wealth building two ways. One is through the silver in your hand. And then the other is you're going to be earning some extra income from the business model, which you can use to purchase more silver, which you can use to, there's a way to get free silver every month. And also you take your money and you can use it, invest in other things, maybe like digital assets or whatever. Okay. So, let me see what else I wanted to share with you. So be on that Zoom tonight to hear more about the marketing system, as that's going to be launched off tonight. Those of you who are in our big group team on Facebook who've already partnered with TTO Wealth Builders, there are thousands of people in the big group who are not tuned in, who at one time said yes, who need to hear this information. You've got to reach out to the members. I don't care if it took you reaching out to 20 people to find one person who said, oh, I don't know about this. Yeah, I need to know. So it's your job to reach back, guys. There's 17 of us on here. You got to start reaching back and sharing with people this new information, what we're doing, sharing maybe some of the videos that we're going to be posting to give them the mindset and show them how we're going up higher financially. Okay. So a lot of these people are not connected to anybody anymore. That means you can sponsor them. I can't sponsor everybody, and I'm not trying to. And I got a whole other group caliber people that I'm connecting with. I just need, but we can't leave any rep behind. So you all need to be the ones to reach out to the people who are over 3,000 people who are still in the group and let them know what is going on. Don't think because I put a post that everybody here sees it, like 10 people see it. But if you go into members, you can see all the people and you can start reaching out with integrity. If you need help on how to do that, ask me, get with your sponsor. We can show you how to do that. Okay. Now, hold on, I got some notes here just to make sure. Okay. Now, the other thing is with the video that Cedric put out last night and any of the other content that he put out, understand, guys, that it is a good thing and a right thing and an okay thing for you to leverage people who have said, yes, you can share my content, you can leverage my name, you can leverage what it is that I say, you can let people know that you're connected to me, you can let people know that you've partnered with me. You guys got to learn how to leverage winners, leverage millionaires who tell you that it's okay. So everything that Cedric was talking last night on that live, I leveraged him by putting him into the Big Group team. And I told you all, hey, look at him. I didn't try to repeat his whole video, but I said, hey guys, listen to what this guy is saying, because I know it makes sense. And he's somebody that people need to follow if they want to win in this economy. And so we're leveraging Cedric. We're pointing people towards him, and you can point people towards me. Like if you see me with all the silver, you can use that picture. If you see me talking about, yesterday I made a post and I said 11% of all silver used goes into solar. Solar is about to increase over the next 8 years, like 8.5%. That right there makes silver a bullish play, right? So if you wanted to use some of that with words and terminology, you can leverage what I'm posting. You can leverage what Cedric is saying. If you wanted to make a smaller video, a reel, a story about something that we've said on a video that you didn't know, that you wouldn't know to say, or you forgot, leverage that. Cedric puts himself out in front of the marketplace. That's why he has a huge following. You have to learn how to come out from the back, put yourself up front. Get ideas from what we're saying. We're not saying you got to come up with something on your own. If you got a guy who hundreds of people watch his lives, then what he's saying is probably something people want to hear. Like, just take it from what he's saying. That is not plagiarizing. He says, do it. That is not, that is copycatting, and you should, right? Back in school, you were taught to work on your own. You know, don't collaborate with the person next to you, do the test, answer the questions all on your own. Look where school has gotten you. Look where school has gotten America. You need to learn. The real thing you should have learned is how to collaborate. How, when you don't know the answer, how to go to someone who has the answer so they can teach you the answer. But you're trying to do everything on your own because school dumbed all of us down and didn't teach us how to think right. The way to think right is to be able to ask the person, what is your answer? Oh, you got the right answer. How did you get that? So if he has the answer, find out about what he's saying, what he's thinking, what he's doing, and then you get that out into the marketplace and you copy that same thing. Are you guys hearing me? Do me a favor. I don't use the chat enough. If you're getting what I'm saying, put something in the chat so I can see. If this is making sense, I need you to type it in the chat that it makes sense, okay? If you're feeling it, say I'm feeling it. I need to make sure that you all are understanding what I'm saying. So I'm gonna wait to see a couple things in the chat box. So I can make sure you guys are hearing me and that you're getting what I'm saying. So let me see. Perfect sense. I'm feeling it. Dawn, absolutely. Joanne says I'm feeling it. Yes, yes. Do Yolanda, yes. Okay. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. 100%. Dawn said, I ain't getting no work done. We're gonna be off soon, okay? We're gonna be off soon. Okay, and so let's see. And the final thing. Tonight we're launching the marketing system. Derek Candy said he's feeling it. Makita said for shizzle. Okay, awesome. Love it, love it. Keep it going. So tonight we're launching the marketing system, but as a team, we're not officially launching, even though we have probably over 800 people now in our Quicksilver project. We're not officially launching that to after Labor Day. So what's that? Maybe September 4th or 5th or something like that. And when we do launch that, we're going to have a series of calls, not a whole bunch of webinars, where you're going to be bringing guests and the leads to the live presentation. And Cedric is going to be, excuse me, hold on for 1 second. I blew my nose. Okay, so when we officially launch, right now, 800 people, we just been getting ready. We've been spreading the word, been excited. People been like, Cass has been on the leaderboard. Cass, Doris, Felicia, people are making their way up the different levels. People are starting to put people with me on the phones and all of that. But we're getting ready to get ready. The full launch is going to be, what's that, a week or two? A week, I think a week for Labor Day, right? That's when we're really going to blow this thing up really, really big. But it starts now. You want to get some things in place. Let's talk about on the precious metals front. Like, you want to get some silver in your hands, guys. Silver in your hands. We don't major in minor things, but if you're at the point right now where your funds aren't really flowing, even if it was just one piece of silver, right, to show, or two pieces of something small. Silver right now, you can get an ounce for just like $29, and then you're shipping or whatever. I would suggest getting 10 coins if you can, but just do what you can do. That way you have something tangible in your hand, that real asset to show, to take pictures, to use for social media or whatever, okay? So if you have not gotten yourself positioned and you haven't started that wealth building of accumulating silver, get it done now so you can start promoting and wealth building for those reasons. Number one, wealth building for your family. You gotta, most of us on this line were not privy to people in our families who said, oh, make sure you have precious metals as a part of your portfolio. I wasn't even teaching that to my kids. Now my kids are learning. Look, I'm not giving it to them each month, but every month I got an ounce for you. I got an ounce for one of your kids. I'm holding on to it. This is the legacy that's going to be passed down to you all. Then I'm also going to get more for myself personally. So if I want to sell, as things appreciate, I can do that. Can do that as well. But my point is, get your silver in your hand. Get yourself on the Zoom tonight with Cedric as he lays out the marketing system, and understand that in a week or so, we're actually going to launch as a team, right? We're going to launch and we're going to be bringing in a whole lot more people. Then understand that to TTO Wealth Builders will be other options of some tremendous wealth building opportunities that you can take part of. It may be some things in real estate, and then it may be some things in the digital currency space. When you hear the video that Cedric made that I shared last night, and he's talking about crypto mining, and he says, look, we don't even have to buy any of the coins because we have a solid mining project backed by commodities. If there are any of you who are already into crypto or want to hear about that early on before everybody else, then come see me, because I can help you with that on the front end before that comes out to everybody. And it's real legit. And I wouldn't want you to say, Boomy, why didn't you tell me? Okay. So Cass says Labor Day is next Monday, the 5th. Felicia says to get different results, we've got to do something different. I refuse to die waiting. I know that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Cass says we need to make a lot of noise this week and continue. Thank you for saying that. Look, guys, I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one making noise. It can't just be me and Cass. You guys got to understand, if we're going to do something, we're going to do it big. This group of TTO Wealth Builders on Facebook, Cedric said, in the next 2 years, you will see 100,000 people in this group. And I was the biggest part of this group to be, because it's come through the BIT group. So we got to make the noise. You got to be marketers and promoters. And if it's not you, it's going to come through somebody, because I'm going to find the marketers and promoters and people who don't mind coming out into the front and marketing and blowing the horn and talking to the bullhorn and gathering the people. Okay. So I'm saying now is not the time to be quiet. Now the time is to kick fear in the butt. Now's the time to be, as Cass was talking about this morning, commitment. Be committed to getting your goals and dreams. Some of you were interested in being wealthy, or maybe being interested in having financial independence, but you weren't committed to it. So that's why you weren't like really on the path. But now you're hooked up with a multimillionaire. You're getting the direction. And now you got to take action. It can't be any more of just getting on the calls and listening. If education and information would have made you rich, you would have already been rich. You've got enough education and information. Now you got to cash in on that check. So when Cedric says, do this, do that, I would do this, or I would do that, or 6-figure earners do this, 7-figure earners do that, like that's a clue. Those are things that you should be doing. Okay. Not just listening to, but things that you should be doing. And it takes coming out from in the back to move up front. That's if you want to monetize some of the businesses where you share with others, you make money from that, you can make really good residual income and bonuses and all of that. But understand that there will be offerings where you don't got to tell a soul to anybody. It can just be passive, but you need money. You need some money to be able to invest, even at a small level, in a potential real estate play that could pay you 18% a year, but maybe I know information that you don't know, but maybe it doesn't take a whole lot, but you need something, right? You need some money to participate in crypto projects where one of the projects has actually done 77,000% since last November, making 300 liquid millionaires that now you will have access to that community. And yes, that is real liquid 300 millionaires, but it takes having some money to, not a whole lot, but a couple thousand to participate in something like that. Maybe you could get yourself positioned for a little less. So, but I'm just saying, so know that there are things to do that are real, that are passive, but it takes some money. And then there are things to do where it may be more of your efforts, but you can use that to make more money for you to do the passive investment asset accumulation things. Okay. So as I conclude, be on the Zoom tonight. Get with the person who was your sponsor or in your lineage from this call or whatever. Ask, how do you get positioned? Start plugging into TTO Wealth Builders. Start following Cedric Harris. Understand that I'm going to be putting more information in the group. We're continuing on our health route, but then we're also going to have financial wellness too. So we got body wellness and we got financial wellness. Both of those things. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And I'm going to come back later on today in case there's some people who missed this, who couldn't be on. I think probably I was going to do noon, but noon, before you know it, noon will be here. So I'm not going to do noon. Oh, shoot. I probably will do 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, I'm going to have another Zoom, but I'll put the information out to let people who missed this morning to come back and kind of do a replay of this. Okay. All right. So that's my part. I'm done. Anybody have any questions? Anybody want to unmute? Anything you want to share? Whatever before we click end.
Yes, Boomy.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, what time would Cedric webinar will be?
That's going to be tonight at 8 p.m.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. And so remember, in order to get, hit me up, because in order to get access to that, we got to tell you how to get yourself positioned with the Quicksilver so you can make sure you have access to that. Okay.
Boomy?
Yes. Hey, Joanne.
I'm glad I stayed. Are you going to send the link out for the Zoom tonight?
So I'm gonna get Cass to talk to you about that. So yes, you will get it, and she'll tell you how.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay.
Boomy,
Hey, Cass.
I typed it in the chat, but in case you didn't see it, I just want to say thank you so much. Boom, boom, boomy. Because it did, yeah, we got to make a lot of noise, and I'm so glad you put it out there.
Oh, well, you are welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, Cass. And you know what? You've been Cass, y'all. She been getting the job done. She been doing some great things. Really stepped up her activity more she was doing, and it is paying off. So thank you, Cass. Millions. And anybody else? Okay. All right, guys. Well, so all hearts and minds are clear. We'll end. Hopefully you took the notes. Oh, was that, were you trying to say something? Oh, okay.
Yeah, question.
Uh-huh.
So for your thing, for your Zoom at 3, this is for people in the group, or
Yeah,
you can invite others.
it's just gonna do the same thing I just did. So this is basically people who need to know about what's going on, everything I just said.
Okay, got it.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right, guys. Well, you all have an awesome day. If you care to listen in again at 3, you can. But if I were you, don't just come yourself. You all have people that you connected to, upline, downline, crossline, sideline, whatever. Bring them back. Tell them about this because they've got to hear about it. And remember, there are a lot of people in our group who are not connected to anybody still, and they could reconnect to you. All right. You all have an awesome day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.